Thank you, Tony. Earlier today, supporters of Democratic U.S. Senator Sheldon Whitehouse and his Republican challenger, State Rep Patricia Morgan, lined up outside of our studios ahead of the only televised debate being held in this year's Rhode Island race for U.S. Senate. Both candidates were asked about a wide range of issues by debate moderators Tim White and Ted Nesi.
And Tim is here now with a breakdown of the exchange.
U.S. Senate seats only open up every 6 years, so today's debate was an important moment to help voters decide who should represent them on Capitol Hill through 2030. The debate began with the Washington Bridge crisis.
The damage
on the campaign trail, Patricia Morgan had criticized Sheldon Whitehouse for failing to secure the full amount of federal funding state officials had sought for the bridge. Then, earlier this week, the congressional delegation did, lining up a total of $220 million in line with what the state sought. Was your criticism premature?
I don't think it was. I think an election really sharpens politicians' attention to their constituents.
For the state, $220 million in their pocket, ready to go as this process moves forward, I think shows a congressional delegation that is doing its job.
Whitehouse, the incumbent Democrat first elected in 2006, and Morgan, a veteran Republican state lawmaker, were also at odds over a bipartisan border security bill that failed to pass earlier this year.
That Republicans were lining up behind until Donald Trump said, I would rather have this as an issue than I would have a solution to this problem.
It was a bad bill. It codified, it put into law all the bad policies that have allowed 10 to 15 million illegal immigrants to stream into our country.
There was not much the two agreed on, but they did find common ground on one issue. Would you support or oppose legislation that would legalize recreational marijuana for those 21 years of age or older at the federal level?
No.
Ms.
I think
Morgan?
there's more work that needs to be done at the state level. There are health and safety concerns.
Ms. Morgan?
I agree with that.
A recent poll by Salve Regina University's Pell Center shows Whitehouse with a double-digit lead in this race, leading Morgan 52% to 36% with 11% undecided. Election Day is November 5th. Early voting has already begun. Tim White, 12 News.
And you can see the only scheduled debate in the Rhode Island U.S. Senate race between incumbent Sheldon Whitehouse and challenger Patricia Morgan tonight at 7 p.m. on Fox Providence.